The argument is a conceptual explanation of things in the world. Where the argument does not touch the world, it remains futile, abstract, merely self-referential. For me, the greatest condemnation of a theory. The debater does not fundamentally test his propositions against his opponent, but against reality. If you are arguing with a friend about the best way to get to Las Vegas, you are testing your propositions against empirical geographic reality, not against each other. If you win the argument with your friend but end up heading in exactly the wrong direction, have you really won the argument? The immediate battle may be against your opponent, but the ultimate war is against unreality, anti-rationality, anti-empiricism. You can easily win the fight, but lose the war. The purpose of the argument is to get to Las Vegas, not to get your way. We wish to emerge victorious against error, not a mere opponent. If your goal is to get to Las Vegas, losing the argument, if you are wrong, gets you to Las Vegas. If your goal is to win the argument, for reasons of vanity and insecurity, no doubt, then you would rather lose your way than lose the argument. Madness. There is no way to win the argument about the best way to get to Las Vegas without referencing the external world, without maps, GPS, or even looking out the window. The debate is the comparison of the propositions to reality, to truth, to objective, empirical facts. To make an example we are all familiar with, imagine you come to a T in the road and you turn on your GPS, but you don't know whether to go left or right. Your GPS generally cannot help you since it cannot determine your direction prior to movement. You say go left, your friend says go right, and the GPS will shortly tell you which way is correct. You see how important this is? You have a proposition, a hypothesis, an argument. Go left or go right. And objective reality determines which argument was and is correct. It is possible that either going left or going right is the best course of action, since neither option is logically contradictory. However, if you say go left and right at the same time, this would be a silly and unhelpful joke, since it is logically self-contradictory. If you say go down, you may be inviting a romantic response, but you will certainly not be getting any closer to Las Vegas. The logical consistency of your proposition is necessary, but not sufficient for the truth. Truth, since it reflects empirical reality, cannot be self-contradictory because empirical reality is not self-contradictory. You cannot go left and right at the same time. This is internally self-contradictory. Digging straight down will never get you to Las Vegas, so this is not internally self-contradictory, but instead contradicts empirical reality, which is that Las Vegas is on the surface of the earth. If Las Vegas is 100 miles to the west and you go east and are willing to buy an airplane ticket, you could conceivably loop the planet and arrive back in Las Vegas. When we say which way to Las Vegas, we are really saying which is the most efficient way to Las Vegas. It is not helpful if someone answers our question by adding thousands of unnecessary miles to our journey. Good night. Sleep tight.